right, no more press vehicles. Back to the Tundra. Haven't driven this thing in a while. Let's get in, let's get caught up. All right, how's it going, everyone? I figured we could just take a little ride in the Tundra. I haven't driven this thing in a while, and we could kind of just get caught up. I haven't done a live stream in a while. It's been a very weird month, and just to get everybody on the same page, in case you don't know, if you're new to the channel or something, my mother died on May 1st, very early hours of May 1st. So May has been a very, very crazy month for me. There's been a lot going on, so I do apologize for not doing any live streams much lately. And then right after that, I got hit with 3 press vehicles in a row, which I love press vehicles and I love having them, but I haven't been able to dedicate a huge amount of time like I usually do to the channel. I've just been trying to get myself and my family back on our feet, but I figured today we could just take a ride, get caught up on everything, and then move forward from here. We'll do a live stream really soon. So let me tell you what's been going on through the month of May. Okay, number one, as you saw in the videos, I've had 3 press vehicles. Okay, I had a 2020 Avalon TRD edition. I had a, what did I have after that? A TRD Pro Sequoia. And then after that, we just had a RAV4 TRD Off-Road. So I want to give you just a quick, at the end of the press vehicle week, pro and con of each. So the Avalon, hold on one sec. Still, yes, yes. Love it, love it. Miss the Tundra more than you guys would ever understand. It is nice driving press vehicles, but there's a reason I love this thing so much. But anywho, Avalon TRD, pro and con of an Avalon TRD. 3.5 liter V6 is amazing. I really like the Avalon. I like the car. You know, it's a pretty nice luxury sedan, even though it's not necessarily luxury, it's just a Toyota. But I do really enjoy that. What I didn't really care for was a lot of the TRD things they put on it. The wheels were nice, the suspension was good, the exhaust was okay, but the body kit didn't really do much for me. I give Toyota a lot of credit for doing a TRD model in something of that demographic, which is a little bit older of a driver. They're trying to change the image of the Avalon, which is pretty cool to me. So at the end of the day, you know, Toyota is going to do some cool stuff like that every now and again. So I'm not against it, but I would rather a regular Avalon versus a TRD edition. I feel like they're doing a lot of TRD on everything lately, and I don't know how I feel about that yet. Number 2 is the TRD Pro Sequoia, which I'll be very honest with you. The TRD Pro Sequoia is something I had my eye on a little bit when I was switching out of the Platinum Pro. Nothing I would ever buy, but at the end of the day, I thought it was a really nice vehicle. It was definitely pretty cool, but after having it, let me give you the Pro. I feel like the Pro of the TRD Pro was, it was really nice looking. The setup was really cool. It looked really good. It was the matte gray. It had, you know, the suspension on it. It had the black wheels. It made the Sequoia look a lot beefier, like an off-road tank. There is no other word than tank for that thing because it was so gigantic. And it, you know, it had body sway and the 5.7 V8, just like in this truck here, but it definitely did feel a lot heavier on that Sequoia. And I will be honest with you, that body sway was pretty insane and intense. But my Pro of it, it definitely looked really great. I do love the 5.7. I love the sound of the 5.7. The suspension was really comfortable on the road. Ended up taking it on the highway, picking my father up, and it was a really comfortable ride. So definitely good in that sense. As far as a con goes, I just don't really see the point of a TRD Pro Sequoia. I don't think they're going to sell too many of them. It's neat and everything, but at the end of the day, that demographic for that vehicle is for a big family, and I don't see a family spending that much on a look. You know, you don't really need an off-road suspension. If you're going to spend that much, you might as well get a Sequoia Platinum or something that has a lot of technology in it, a little more luxury features because it's for the family. But again, Toyota's trying different things, and you got to applaud them for that. As we know, Toyota has been one of the comments Toyota always gets is their vehicles are kind of bland. They don't they don't really step out of what they're used to. Well, now they're trying to step out of what they're used to, so we got to give them a little bit of love for giving it a whirl like that. So it definitely was a fun vehicle to drive. Now, my last vehicle that I had, I actually just went away like a half hour ago, was a TRD Off-Road RAV4. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I came into driving that TRD RAV4 thinking I was going to dislike it. I kind of disliked it even before it got to me, just for the sheer fact that I've driven a RAV4 a couple years ago and it just felt so underpowered. There wasn't much to it. I didn't like the look of it. There wasn't much of a good thing I could say about it other than the fact that you get insanely good gas mileage. But this TRD Off-Road one was actually kind of nice. I drove it every single day to work and doing my normal stuff. A really good vehicle to get yourself from point A to point B. It came with a lot of features. As I always say, Toyota does that. When it comes to their high volume vehicles, the ones that they you know, change out the generations constantly with, you're always going to get a lot of features in there because that's what everybody's buying, so that's where they're going to focus their money. So it was fun to drive. You know, and it did have a lot of luxury features, and you know, it actually had a lot of power. 2.5 4-cylinder engine. It did pretty well for it. Gas mileage was good even when you were driving it hard, but it definitely felt like a little, you know, little fun SUV to drive if, you know, you have a small little family or you're not going to have a ton of people in the back seat all the time. It was fun to own that. Con of the vehicle was the price. TRD Off-Road didn't really make much sense to me on that vehicle unless you're going to take it and break it down and build it into exactly what you want it to be. It didn't have enough TRD Off-Road stuff on it. So at the end of the day, $41,000, the price was a little high for it. I don't know. If I'm spending that kind of money, let me check out the hybrid. By the way, I want you to pause this video and go below in the comments and let me know, because a lot of you guys mentioned this when I did the video on the RAV. My neighbor has a RAV4 hybrid, and everyone is saying the thing is like insane 0 to 60. If you guys want to see a test drive of that vehicle, let me know in the comments below, and I will ask my neighbor if I could take out her RAV4 hybrid for a quick ride around just to see how powerful the thing really is compared to the gas engine. So those were my 3 vehicles I had, and they were a lot of fun. I don't have any press vehicles lined up for a while, so we're right back in the Tundra, doing what we're supposed to do, as it is the Tundra Dude 34 channel. And I'm enjoying this ride right now. Suspension still feels great. Engine still feels really responsive. I made a video about how this 2020 felt quite different from other Tundras I've driven. It's just a nice Tundra. I really enjoy this one a lot. Another thing is the channel this week, it might be today or yesterday, is actually 4 years old. So happy 4th birthday to Tundra Dude 34 channel. It's been a lot of fun. You know, when I started the channel, I really just started it because I knew a couple small little things here and there on how to make the intake stop whistling. That was my big thing. That's why the channel started. There's an intake whistle. If you go back, it's one of my first videos. And if you change out the throttle body, there's like I guess you would call it like a cage in there. It looks like a honeycomb shape. When you change that out to the gasket to just be a hollow gasket, you lose the whistle that everybody was complaining about back in those days. That was 2016. And you know, and then we did a couple installs here and there, and we kind of focused around the TRD Pro I had back then, and then we did the Platinum Pro project, and then I kind of shifted gears and turned Tundra Dude 34 into more of a Tundra informational kind of channel. We did a lot of fan features, which you guys are sending in your fan features all the time. I truly appreciate that. You know, and anytime you guys want, if you're new to the channel, if you send in 15 to 20 pictures and a small little write-up on what you've done to your Tundra and what you plan to do to it in the future, send that to tundradude34@gmail.com. I'll make a video on your truck, fan feature. That's what the whole point of it is. I'm no Tundra expert in any way, shape, or form. I owned a few of them. I just wanted to build a channel that was family friendly and people could come on and talk about their trucks. And 4 years later, we're still here and we're having a good time doing it. Just over 20,000 subscribers now. I thank you for that too, because I don't know if I mentioned that in any of the videos either. Thank you very much for 20,000 subscribers. But overall, yeah, if you have a fan feature, 4 years of the channel, it definitely went from my Tundras doing installs, which we still do installs here and there, and driving conditions and tire tests and things like that, which we still do. We just don't do it as much because in 2018 I decided it was time to change the channel, like I said, into more of an informational, here's what's coming in the next gen, here's some news we found out along the way, what do you think about this, what's your opinion on, you know, certain upgrades, installs, all that. And that's the vibe I went with the channel, and I'm very glad I did that. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for 4 years of patronage to the channel. It's been a lot of fun. Here's to another 4 years, you know, totally pumped about that. But as far as today goes, you know, it's good to be back in this TRD Pro Tundra. I still have no regrets on buying it. I know people ask me all the time, do I miss the Platinum Pro? Of course I miss the Platinum Pro. Supercharged Tundra, you're not going to miss that. But at the end of the day, you know, I wanted to, and people ask this all the time too, so let me just square this up with you real quick. Why did you get rid of the Platinum Pro? It's a very simple answer. The Platinum Pro is a 2017. We did a lot of fun stuff to it. We did the Platinum Pro project. People loved it. But I am a Tundra channel, okay? So I want to be able to talk to you guys about the most current, or not current, why did I say current? The most current edition of the Tundra. Now the Tundra in a whole hasn't really changed much over the years, but I wanted to have some of the stuff that has come out since 2017. Toyota Safety Sense, Entune 3.0, push button start. There's been a lot of stuff in here. Apple CarPlay, they have the new dash up here. So I wanted to be in something that had a little more of the current equipment in it, and that was the whole reason I did it. You know, if I didn't have a channel and I just owned a truck and I was just whatever, I would have that 2017 Platinum still to this very day. I did this move more for the channel, and I don't regret it. And when the next gen comes out, there will be a next gen Tundra on the channel for sure. I'm definitely buying that as well, so don't even worry about it. This is just, it's basically bridging the gap between when I bought this truck until the next gen comes out, so we have the most current stuff in here. And I also wanted to have a naturally aspirated 5.7 V8 back again, so we could talk more about that versus the last 3 years where it's been supercharged. A lot of people don't have superchargers, so I want to basically drive what you guys have. So that's what we're doing. That's the catch up. I'm now pulling in back at my house here, but I just, like I said, I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm sorry May was a little weird for me and putting up videos. I had to skip some days here and there. Like I said, you guys know what happened now, but it's good to be back in the saddle making videos. I'm trying to do 7 days a week again. So like I said, feel free to send in those fan features. Thank you very much for sticking around, and 4 years of the channel has been great. 20,000 subscribers. It's been a lot of fun. I love talking to you guys. I try to get back to all my emails, and I know I'm not great at that sometimes. There's just so many that come in, I end up missing a bunch of them. Oh, and one more thing, we're still doing the 20,000 subscriber giveaway. We're still gonna do the, I'm still setting up the giveaway because of what happened early in May. I ended up having to kind of time out on that, but I'm working on that again, so there still will be a giveaway. I'll let you know more about that on my live stream, but until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at Tundra 34, Tundra 34 at gmail.com. Once again, thank you for watching. Love you guys. See you later. Be safe.